God is expressing through us, bringing us everything we need to do whatever we need. So let's take this prayer step by step, and we're going to talk about it and what it truly means and what it means to each one of us. The light of God surrounds me. The light of God is omnipresent. It's everywhere present. Okay, so if it's everywhere present, where is everywhere? Is that within us? Yes, it is within us. It is everywhere present. And so, in order to bring that forth, we have to bring it forth from within us. And it moves through every cell of our body, through every particle, through the light that is around you. The light that is around you is your true essence. It is God in expression. God is spirit. Jesus told us that. He said we must worship God in spirit and in truth because God is spirit. And God's spirit lives in us. And it is light. And that light is filling this room. Those of you who see that light, and many of you do, can actually see it. And they see the light around you. This room is filled with light because that's what you're made of. And so we consistently, as we meditate on the light, we see that light moving through us, cleansing us. And as we sit in the quiet, and I don't know about you, but I love to go outside and just sit and just let the mind go. Just let it go. And go into the silence of no thought. And just allow the light to move through and to cleanse as it moves. Once we fully realize this, we are completely healed. And our body is pure spirit. I'm wondering how that's going to look when we all truly do transform. We're just going to be these little radiant, glowing beings, aren't we? I don't know. But I like to think about it anyway. The next line of our prayer is, the love of God enfolds me. The love of God is omnipresent. It's everywhere present. It's within you. It's without you. It is everywhere. And love is the power that equalizes and harmonizes your life. Love is the thing that, as we talked about last week, brings and attracts to you all the things that you want in your life. And it affects everything. It affects your life. It affects your affairs. It is an adjusting and harmonizing power of God. Even the animals and the plants respond to the love that we let flow from us. And don't you see that true in your own life? Those of you who are gardeners and you love your gardens flourish. Those of you who have pets and love your pets, those little pets just flourish. And they respond to this love that you have within you. The next line of our prayer is, the power of God protects me. The power of God flows out through us, protecting us. And, you know, some of you are thinking, well, wait a minute, I'm not always protected. I have to be really careful. I might fall. There's so many things that might happen to me. And yet, this is not the level we're talking about. I'm not talking about the physical level right now. I'm talking about the spiritual level. Your spirit cannot be harmed in any way. It is always kept pure and safe in every way. No matter what you do in the outer world, and you can do some pretty mistaking things. You can make some biggies. I know. But what I do know is that our spirit is always pure. It will always be pure. There is nothing that you can do to change that. Because God created it that way in the beginning, and it has not changed. It has not changed. The presence of God watches over me. God appears to be watching over us because wherever we are, God is there. Isn't that true? If we're there, God is watching over us. So So we are always protected. That power protects us, and it is always within us, and it keeps us in perfect peace. Nothing else can protect you, not even a gun or a flu shot or money in the bank. None of these things can truly protect you. Only the Spirit of God within you can protect you, because the lack of any of those things makes no difference to the Spirit of God that is within you. It is the same with supply or income. The activity of God operating in and through us is our supply. It is supply. And then it appears outwardly manifest as our supply, whether it's peace or health or companionship or friends, whatever it is, it comes out from within as you know the truth about life. To increase our own consciousness of omnipresence, active and appearing as our supply, determines and controls the amount of supply we have. No matter whether you've got, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, you have a spouse or a partner who is helping to supply, your income will only raise to the level that your consciousness allows it. It will only raise to the level of your consciousness. And so we want to increase our consciousness so that we can live comfortably on this earth. This earth is an interesting place. I think of it as just a totally interesting place because we are twofold or threefold beings, really. We are spirit, soul, and body. But we are spiritual beings having a physical experience, and yet we are all one. I've never been able to explain that yet. I just know it's true. I just know it's true. The presence of God watches over me. God appears to be watching over us because God never leaves us. God is always with us, always within us, always there, active in and through and as us. So we are held in God's love. You and I participate to the degree that we know it. We just have to know it. And then we can set our dial wherever we want it to be. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever I am, God is. Yes, wherever we are, God is active right here in us, appearing as our life, our peace, our love, our health, our supply, and the very essence of our being. Very essence of our being. Once we release the cruise control in our individual consciousness, we are free in God. Wow. Now that's limitless, That is totally limitless. Once we release the control of our individual consciousness, we are free in God. God is then the only life, presence, and power that is there for us. And in this sense, we have no life of our own. To lose or gain, there is only God appearing as life of the individual you. God life is perfect, whole, free, and eternal. How many of you really don't like that idea because you would really rather be in control? Doesn't that sound a little scary to be out of control? I mean, after all, what would God do? You just don't know. It could be anything. And yet we know that God's will for us is good and good only. And since God's will for us is good and good only the highest and the best can happen to us if we have the courage to let go. If we have the courage to just be. To just be. God appearing as the life of the individual you. God life is perfect, toll-free and eternal. So then we go a step further, and we have no health of our own to lose or gain. In omnipresence, there is only God health appearing as us. And we have nothing to do with it except turn up our cruise control and let the God flow the life through us. If we're turned it down too low, we can't get that God life through. And so we turn off the cruise control from our mind and we dwell in omnipresence. We just stay there. And I have to tell you, we have to pay the price. But the price is, the benefits that we receive are amazing. They are just amazing. You know, we receive it in the health of our body and the supply of our finances and in order and harmony in our homes and business and in the protection that we receive. All we have to do is have the courage to let go. And in this dwelling, you no longer reach to God according to a limited human belief. There is just a relaxing in God and the accepting of omnipresence as active in and through you, supplying you with fulfillment of all of your needs. So this morning, go in peace. Love, order, and success. Go forth in Christ, which is you inwardly, which as you are inwardly spiritual. Because that is who you are. You are a spiritual being. You have the Christ Spirit within you. So just relax. Just relax. And we will do amazing things.